Something good today. There it is. Yeah. Cheese steak pizza. Cheesesteak pizza. What a garlic. Yeah. Cheesesteak pizza. What a garlic crust. Can't wait to get into that. Mmm.
How's it going, guys?
Okay, are we? Yeah, we're there. I don't know how the fuck that got down there. Whatever. Okay, basically what I've been telling this pizzeria is change your video title to, fig cheese stuffed pizza, whatever the hell I said. Don't just title your video November 14th, 2025.
Gotta show you.
I'm not saying your pizza doesn't look great. I'm not saying your pizza isn't awesome.
Beautiful.
I don't know who that is.
Beautiful. All right, tell me what you think about it and how it looks. For me, it looks really good, and I'm sure
It does look really good. It looks awesome. But again, put the name of the pizza in the video title, not the date the video was created.
it's going to be tasting really good too. So, and thanks for watching. See ya.
Allow me to help you. All right.
Could you leave us alone for a moment?
All right, next up we go perfect charcoal grilled burger on the Weber kettle.
It is brought to you by Fogo Charcoal here on Chud's Barbecue, everybody. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today we're making up some classic grilled cheeseburgers just in time for summer on the Weber kettle, and it is going to be delicious. These are some chuck roasts. And as you can see, I've had these in my freezer for the last hour or so, just to firm them up a bit. It's gonna give us a much cleaner grind and that nice pebbly texture, which is what you're after when making burgers, because otherwise it can get overworked in the grinding process, and then you end up with a tough burger. And you can use whatever kind of meat you want for making burgers. Brisket works really great, short ribs, sirloin, a ribeye, a combination of all of them. Burgers really aren't too picky. You just wanna make sure you have the proper fat ratio. And in a perfect world, you'd get some lean meat and some fat. You get that perfect 80-20, but who has time for that? Which is why the chuck roast works really well. It's got a lot of intramuscular fat in there. These ones are looking particularly well marbled. And chuck is just classic for a burger for a reason, you know? It's not too tough.
Because the reason is Chuck usually works out to about 80-20.
It's got some really nice beefy flavor to it. It's got a nice fat ratio right out of the package. It makes for a damn fine burger. So now we're gonna slice these up into little strips just so they will fit into the meat grinder a little bit easier.
Brian Hicks.
And you could go through and cut some of these big chunks of fat out if you're worried about it. But you know, more fat, more flavor, juicier burger. I'm not too concerned today. And there we have it. Beautiful looking strips. Time to bust out the meat grinder. Yeah!
All right. After this, who do you guys want me to go after next? Ooh, this will be a good one. In one corner, you'll have Cooking with Jack's latest video. In the other, you'll have actual Jake's review of course, Guess Who's video. So you have to the end of this video to decide, and I'll just, I don't know.
So I'm going with the finer die for this grind. Usually I use the coarse die for making burgers or sausages and whatnot. And that's because I'm typically grinding up brisket, which is a lot tougher than chuck. It's got bigger muscle fibers and a lot more connective tissue. So I usually do a double grind if I'm doing brisket burgers. That's just gonna strengthen up those fibers and make for a more tender burger. But with chuck, it doesn't really need the double grind. So I'm going with the small plate on this one. We're gonna grind it through once and it should come out perfect. Looking good. Nothing to it, folks. It's that nice crumbly texture we're after. Nothing's too overworked here. Just what we're looking for. Looks like a perfect fat ratio to me. When it comes to burger sizes, there's generally two that come to mind for me. One is your 8-ounce or half-pound kind of pub-style burger, you know, your steakhouse burger, like those dry-aged burgers I made a little while ago. And then there's the smash burger, you know, your paper-thin patties, your fast food-style burger, which are also great because they cook up super quick. You get that really nice crust on there. But because these are going on the grill, I don't want them too thin because they'll probably stick and might fall apart on us or just get overcooked. So today we're kind of splitting the difference. We're going for 6-ounce patties here. And obviously you don't need to weigh them out, but I think it's a nice touch. And again,
No, it's actually important to weigh them out because then they're going to cook evenly.
I'm not really working the meat too much. I'm just kind of compressing these together into nice little meatballs. But as always, you do you. You can make your burgers however big you want. And for this cook, I'm not really aiming for a medium rare burger. I don't really plan on paying too much attention to it. I'm mostly just concerned about getting some good flavor on there and making sure it doesn't stick to the grates or fall apart or something like that. So I think this 6-ounce patty should work out perfectly. And as always, folks, we're making burgers here. We're not making meatballs. We're not making meatloaf. We're not making sausage. So we're not going to put anything into this grind. You know, a lot of people will throw breadcrumbs or egg or seasoning or something like that. That is not proper burger making etiquette, in my opinion, and most opinions. Oh my goodness, look at that. No more meat left in the pan, and they all came out to exactly 6 ounces. That is convenient. Meatball Mountain. Anywho, busting out some patty wax. This is just some parchment paper, which is great for a few different things. One, it's gonna keep these burgers from oxidizing in the fridge. Two, this press is gonna keep them nice and uniform and give them perfect shape. And three, that paper is gonna cover up most of the exterior of this burger so we can stack them, keep oxidization away, all that good stuff. And you can obviously hand form these yourself if you like, but I don't know, when it comes to a burger, I like that perfection. Patty wax also makes it so these actually come out of this mold. If you ever tried to do it without it, it is not a great time. This is a 4-inch burger press, which is great because that's about the same size as the buns we're gonna use. I'll probably plump these burgers up a little bit before I throw them on the grill, but there you go. Perfect looking little burger patty. And there we have it, whole bunch of burgers all formed up. So like I talk about in most burger making videos, whenever you grind up meat, these patties become super loose in texture. If we tried to throw these on the grill right now, they would most certainly fall apart on us, which I think is a lot of people's beginner mistake.
I don't know about you. I can't speak for you, but I've done it plenty of time with 6-ounce patties. I just threw them on the grill. 4-ounce patties, yeah, I'll throw in the freezer for a little bit, but not 6 ounces.
And trying to grill up burgers. But if we let this sit in the fridge for the next few hours to overnight, they'll get used to their new form that they're in and they will really solidify and hold together a lot better on the grill. So into the fridge these go for the next little bit and then we'll grill them off. It is the next day. These burgers are looking fantastic. Definitely firmed up a bit, nice and chill.
So you went from in the freezer for a little bit to the next day.
I think it's time to fire up the Weber. Don't need too much charcoal for this cook. We don't want it to be screaming hot. Otherwise we'll burn our...
Oh my God. How many times do I have to yell from the rafters? You can't do a low and slow cook with lump charcoal. Like, it's fucking impossible.
Burgers. While we wait for that charcoal to catch, let's go ahead and make ourselves a fancy burger sauce. Yeah! Starting with 1 egg, followed by a shot of some Dijon mustard, a little bit of sugar, some lemon juice. Then we'll give that a quick little blend. Then, with some avocado oil, we'll just slowly start drizzling it in. And congratulations, you just made your own mayonnaise. Beautiful stuff, homemade mayo. Whoops. And if you like Kewpie or Japanese mayo, go ahead and add a little MSG in there. But we're not making just mayo, we're making burger sauce. So next up, we're gonna go in with some ketchup. I like spicy ketchup. Some yellow mustard, a little bit of hot sauce, some granulated garlic, a little black pepper, a little Worcestershire sauce, and to thin it all out, a little bit of some pickle juice. And there you have it, a classic burger sauce. And you don't have to make your own mayo. You can just add all your condiments together or keep them separate. But I do love a good burger sauce. Beautiful looking burger patty, folks. I mean, come on. What's not to like about that? Like I mentioned, I'm gonna plump this up just a little bit, give it a little more thickness. And all I gotta do now is season it up. Just like a steak, little salt, both sides, and some black pepper. And this time, I am gonna forget the sides. Looking good to me. And simply enough, folks, on we go with our beautiful little burger patty. We're gonna let it sit there for a good few minutes because I really don't want this to fall apart and I only want to flip it once. So I'm gonna let that bottom get really nice and crusted, get a really good sear on there, and we're just gonna keep an eye on it. If you start getting some flare ups, what I like to do is take my spatula and just rotate these grates. That's the beauty of these slow and sear grates, is that they spin. That way we can get it away from the heat, let it continue to cook with the residual heat of the bars without having to move.
You know what? Brian Hicks, get Iron Gullet the hell out of here. Get him out. Get him out. Don't give him his jacket. Just get him the hell out. He's under an incognito name. Whatever. You've seen the symbol. You know the symbol. Get him the hell out. Don't give him his jacket, just get him the hell out.
The patty itself and risk it crumbling or falling apart. So that's kind of how I'm gonna do this cook, is just periodically on and off, maybe come over here to a colder part of the fire. Not much to it. And that's the nice thing of the slow and sear. If you have a hot side and a cold side, or a hot, cold, warm side, you can really dial this in. After a few minutes, we get some liquid pooling in the top. You can kind of see it cooking up the sides there like a piece of salmon. We're gonna go ahead and give this a flip. Oh, look at that beautiful crust. Gotta love that. That's pure flavor right there. Now we're gonna go on with our cheese. I'm going American, obviously. This is a cheeseburger after all. I'm going 2 slices today. Nothing wrong with that. Cook this underside for another minute or so. Let this cheese melt, and we'll be good to go. It's also at this time we can go in and get our bun toasted off. Got myself a classic Martin's Big Marty sesame seed bun, which I've buttered, and we're just gonna toss it on the grill. Same deal with the buns, folks. You definitely don't want those.
You know, believe it or not, I actually looked into getting those, and it would have cost $20 a bun pack. For 8 of them, $20. Yeah, you ain't that fucking good.
To burn. They don't take much heat. Beautiful. And just like that, our beautiful cheeseburger is coming off the grill. Assembly time. Nice little layer of sauce on the bottom. Couple pieces of our butter lettuce. Our beautiful.
Why would I want to, and why would I care? 2, Iron Gullet. I don't really have conversations on this channel. 3, outside of my already thing of nothing to be gained, why do I think I'd just be sitting there going, your points are fucking stupid? And 4th, get him out of here. Get him the hell out of here. Just get him out of here. Brian Hicks, get him the hell out of here. Get him the hell out of here. Don't give him his jacket. Just get him the hell out of here.
Beautiful charcoal grilled cheeseburger, some lovely white onions, a nice slice of tomato or two. Always season your tomatoes, folks. A little flaky salt for the win. Couple of house-made pickles. Made these in the chopped beef video. Be sure to...
People are asking me to shut this stream down. Go on Lord of Patriarchy, start a stream there just to talk to them, and I'm the one being salty.
check that out if you haven't. Little more sauce on our top bun, cause what?
You know what, Degaresh? Just because I love doing this, you're done.
Why not? And there we have it, folks. The most beautiful, perfect grilled cheeseburger ready for the summertime. No secret ingredients, folks.
When the fuck have I ever agreed to a chat? You know what? That comment is so fucking stupid. You're going into a timeout.
Just quality in every step. Gotta love it. Love the way those onions look, too. That mandolin, I tell ya. Squishy bun, house-made pickle, salted tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, cheese, that fancy sauce. Now, usually I'm not a fan of tomatoes.
Well, Fiera's been around the last couple of times, and I haven't talked to her. So, yeah. Maybe just I'm over it.
On my burgers, but you know, it is summertime, and if there's ever a time to eat tomatoes, and it just seems...
And I know none of you motherfuckers ever come in good faith, so... Yeah, maybe there is that.
Right on this classic grilled cheeseburger. I think it's time to take a bite. Oh, that was a damn fine burger, folks. Nothing wrong with that.
You didn't derail me. I'm responding to chat, which is something that you people constantly say I need to do. Just not for nothing.
That charcoal flavor just hits. I honestly...
Like I said, there's nothing I would change in this video. Well, let's go with somebody that I definitely would. How about your fucking hero? This cum-gargling cocklicker known as Actual Jake.
I did it all traditionally. So good.
Wait. Whoa,
First
whoa,
things
whoa,
after
whoa,
the chicken.
whoa,
Make our
whoa, whoa,
barbecue-
Sorry. I do... What did you do traditionally? Oh, coming to you every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget to like. All right, I have to pee. I'll be right back. What was it? What was it? The old style? The old way? The old something or other? This old house. Share and subscribe, as 80% of you are not subscribed. And if you'd like to know when I really upload and go live,
Is that sour cream?
click the bell notification. All right, all that stuff out of the way.
Why?
Let's get into today,
Let's smoke
which
check,
is
chat.
a barbecue ranch quarter pounder.
I made homemade enchiladas. Personally. I did it all traditionally.
Wow, you made homemade enchiladas and you did it traditionally. Gee. That's almost like something you've done before in your cooking channel you haven't done anything with in a year. And something I could easily do.
So good.
You do know, wait. You do know that enchiladas are not actually traditional Mexican fare? You do know that, you dumb fat fuck? Enchiladas are a Mexican American. They ain't fucking Mexican. First thing we gotta do is make our barbecue ranch sauce, which involves
Okay. Yeah.
1 cup of Greek yogurt
Okay.
and a
Ugh. Gross. What was that?
Yeah, they've been part of Tex-Mex cuisine. So, sorry.
Sympathetically, gotta clear my
And
own
the
throat.
and the roots and the roots of the
Did you make the sauce?
and the roots of enchiladas go back to the Aztecs. So, good luck getting a true blue recipe.
Sauce from Guajillos, anchos, and New Mexico chilies, and then so I reconstituted them in boiling water, like steeped them, and then I took them
No, what happens is you just go with another channel.
out, and then I threw them in there without the stems with garlic, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, some tomato paste, some homemade chicken stock.
Good. And where's the video of this? Why didn't you record it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're fucking lying.
Some spices like cumin, coriander, etc. Right into the mic for you. And then I made a roux, and I put that in there, and then I added some more chili powder, and then I thinned it out with, well, I guess I just kept making the gravy with more chicken stock.
Look, Jake could not be lying about what he made. But he didn't make a video about it when he has a cooking channel. Actual cooking. Didn't do that! How fucking convenient!
And then poured it over at the end. I also partially fried the... so what you do is you take corn tortillas and you get them as fresh as you can from the store, unless you make them yourself, which is even better. But if you get them from the store, and then slightly fry them, like just for like 5 to 10 seconds, just until they start to blister. And they get a little hydrated from the oil, and a little more malleable, but still kind of brittle. And then you take them out, you do that, you make your filling, and then you dip them in the sauce.
I'm not the one throwing a tantrum. I'm not the one typing in all caps. Bye.
And then fill them, and then roll them, and then put them in the oven, and put more sauce. Well, put more sauce on top, down the middles. Hit them in the oven after the ends get crispy.
Again, I would like to point out this guy has not posted any of his own cooking for over a year, and I literally last night posted 2 shorts and posted 2 more videos on the Christmas Spectacular. In fact, after this video, I am going to be going out and making Meat Lovers lasagna.
Still eating them. Got a couple more days of that. Probably. Dude, my eye. I got something in my eyeball, Jet. Oh, no. Send me your link. I dare you. All right, let's smoke check, though.
Quarter cup. Who does he dare? Jake, I dare you to send me your link. Or your fucking cunt's link. Cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. And then we want to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And then we want to add our spice mix, which entails 1 tablespoon dried parsley.
This is
a half a teaspoon.
This is focused terribly.
Dill, a half a teaspoon of salt.
Insane.
Once again, going with camera work over actual, actual substance. Not really an argument. No argument in sight. Just, maybe camera work with the fact that right now I'm working with a shitty fucking camera. Half a teaspoon of onion powder and a quarter teaspoon. Believe it or not, I can't focus the goddamn camera. It has no focus. It is all autofocus. The only camera that Target and Best Buy and Walmart is selling is my cheap shit camera. Because the market for camcorders has gone up to dick. Everyone just films on their phones. So for me, I either have to get a semi-professional camera, which I'm not in the position to do, or I have to just limp along with this shitty camera. Which, yes, does not have the ability to focus. It has 1 focus, and that's it. Spoon of garlic powder. And then, of course, some freshly ground black pepper. Grab a little tiny whisk. And whisk until everything. Or I start filming on my phone. Then put the cover on.
Everything's so hard.
And place in the fridge for at least 1 hour.
Beige!
And
oh, come on, man.
what, you mean my grill that's actually used instead of yours?
Sounds good, fighting Hobbit. This is always the worst part. This is always the worst. This is just awful. It's like...
What's awful about it? What's awful about it? My grill gets used. Yours doesn't.
Black, like the sludge that you'd see, like, a fucking Tolkien orc crawl out of.
Actually, if you bothered to read the books, they didn't. They only did that in the movies.
His meat looked gray today, by the way. Anyway. Normal stuff going on here. Disgusting grill, not heated up. Just puts them on there, and then they boil for a while until they're pucks.
Now it's time to add our quarter-pound patties, which I'm seasoning.
Like if this is preheated, you would see smoke coming off of them.
Up with a spice blend that I picked up at my local. Yeah, I didn't want to immediately char my burger patties, so I didn't have them. I didn't have the grill preheated to hell. You are so insistent on this initial char. And this is why you and Steven Reichland are always going to be grilling cocksuckers that are never going to win anything. You put too much into charring and grill marks and this and that. Rather than the only thing that fucking matters, a good product to serve people. Grocery store.
It always looks like he puts it behind the hot part of his grill, too. Like it'd be the front. If it's any place, that's where the fire is.
You can use whatever. Yeah, because I don't want my burgers turning into hockey pucks. Yeah, this is why you don't put beef, especially beef like 80-20 beef, over the hottest part of your fucking grill. Gee, it's almost like you suddenly understand shit. I mean, I know you don't, you fucking loser. And this is, again, more ammunition of why I would actually beat you. If anything, if I was to put half-pound patties, I'd start them on the low end, finish them off at the low end, and then sear them on the flame end. But I'm making quarter-pound patties, which are pretty small. So now I just need ambient heat to make them. So they're not drier than your mother's cunt. For spice blend you like.
This thing is fucked. I think the back end of this is not pumping out any, like, gas. And only the front is, so the pressure's higher, so the flame...
What?
are higher.
No, this thing has always had a flame bar, which is higher. The back of this thing is pumping out gas.
So weird.
Or just salt and pepper. You should know this. You've been covering me for fucking years. For if you want to go simple and old school.
Yeah, it's totally fucked up.
You
You just need a new grill, man.
As these are pretty thin burgers.
Unless you want to take it apart and clean it.
They'll take about 2 to 3 minutes aside.
But obviously, that's not happening.
All right, let's jump ahead in time.
Please.
All right,
Oh, not far enough. Look at it. They're dirty. Look at the fucking poop stain on this one. It's so gross.
That was a char because it got too close from the flames that you wanted your burgers over. That's what happens, you dumb shit.
Just clean the fucking grill. Ugh.
Actually told a lie. These
Fuck
are in
off.
fact third-pound patties. That's why I'm putting 2 slices of American cheese on each one.
You can have a thin burger. Why are you upset about the thinness of these? That's the least of my worries.
Anyway, everything else is still the same except make your patties into third-pound balls or 5.3 ounces.
Oh, man.
2 slices of American
You
cheese.
can do charcoal if you want. For burgers, I don't know. I don't cook it. If I'm cooking for a lot of people, charcoal is great because it lasts a long time. But I mean, like, fuck it, man.
No, it doesn't. Not if it's lump charcoal, the best charcoal to cook burgers over. You would know this if you knew the first thing about fucking cooking. And in fact, I'm going to use this as a drop for my show forevermore. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm just cooking for myself. I'd rather have a gas grill, I think. I like the flavor on charcoal way better. But, I mean, just... Get a chimney burner.
And then just give it a chance to melt up. All right, we have our nicely toasted bun. We have our patty. God, what a worthless loser. Oh, charcoal. Yeah, the best charcoal for a burger is lump charcoal. That charcoal don't last too long, sweetheart. Stick to your fucking gas grill. Because I didn't see a charcoal one in the back. And honestly, if you were a charcoal person, then why the fuck didn't you yourself? Hold on. I'm actually going to call this up. Oh, really, really, really? Burgers are so much better over a charcoal grill. So beef is so much better. Really? Really, 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 really. Hold on, Jake. Jake, just hold on. Hold on. Okay, here's the thing. Actual cooking. And this is your thing. I guess I'll do ribeye.
We're making a ribeye, probably mashed potatoes, asparagus.
Okay, we hear your voice. That's fucking tits. Oh, wait, you cooked that steak in the goddamn pan. Now, where's the one that you had? Okay, maybe it's steak and veg. Maybe it's steak.
We're making a steak. You pat it dry first. Don't let the...
And, okay, you go outside. You go outside to a gas grill. A gas grill with, again, a New York strip steak.
Okay, we don't want any... We don't want to have a wet steak going in there. If you don't dab it, you're going to have,
Which, believe it or not, I tend to agree.
Moisture from the steak that you're boiling off with the heat. You don't want that. You can do this right over, actually. Just one side there, and then go all the way to the back, hot part.
Except that point is completely useless, because anything you sprayed on there that somehow survived its dissension got immediately burned up.
Beautiful. I'm going to spray this side, too. And then we're going to shut it.
Yeah, it's completely useless.
All right, so it's gonna cook for...
All right, he got his grill at, I believe, Home Depot.
4 or 5 minutes aside. When I cook steak outside, especially when you salt it earlier, it helps retain a lot of moisture. I'm not so worried about what...
What in the hell are you talking about? So you're saying steak extrudes moisture. Another one of your caveats says salt gets moisture out. Which is it?
What doneness I get? I usually get about a medium. If it...
Well... Alright, I guess maybe I'm done with that dipshit for a minute. Now we're gonna go to Sandwich Whore. Oh, well. I was gonna say Sarah's the exact same fucking thing, but she's nowhere near this hot.
Hungry? Want me to make you a sandwich?
Alright, an over-seasoned burger on a panini grill or griddle, whatever. Sexy bitch with some onions and bacon, whatever. Who cares? Flip the bacon over. Her doing a little sexy dance. Removing the bacon off. You have to cut the bacon in half to make it work for the burger. Making a burger sauce, I assume.
Perfect.
Great. Wonderful. You know what? We'll see what actual Jake has to say about my chorizo, whatever the hell.
Also rating, what have I done for all the love? Thanks. That's 2 in a row. Dead Domain and Vice Rhino, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I should do a better job at socializing. Thank you. I'm going to watch this cooking video. I hope it's a good one and not a bad one, but we'll see. The guy making it is a right-wing freak, so let's go. I'm rooting for him.
Oh, and that's where your negative attention from me comes. That's where it comes from. It's you think I'm right wing, and maybe I am, and I don't give a shit if I am or not. But that's where your criticism comes from, not from a difference of cooking techniques or even my ability to make a dish. It's you think I'm right wing. Oh, well, what a worthless little faggot are you?
Holy chorizo shells, no problem. You can start from cold even when you're rendering off sausage or fatty things like this. Totally fine to do, though I would start it a little bit. But it's whatever, man. It's whatever. If you're just rendering it off, it can happen, but you have to do it for a long time. Let it sit and let it fry in its own situation for me to allow it. Okay? Or else it's just wrong and poo-poo.
Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show.
Any oil in the pot? Well, if you're rendering out sausage or something so fatty, I think he took the casings off. If he didn't, this is just banana stuff. They look pretty clean for him to have taken the casings off, but maybe he did it. Something fatty like this, you don't necessarily need to, but you can to get it going. It'll definitely take to it. Like, it probably won't. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how much you're making, but you're probably gonna have to add fat to the pan to make the roux later anyway. But yeah, you can do it however you want. Adding some olive oil in here would be good to start it, going, get it browning. I would start on like, doesn't have to like fucking scorch it. You're not trying to sear it or anything, but you want to start this browning process so you can render fat and get flavor going on. Because assuming this is going to be a sauce, some of that's going to be like sort of like pushed away. So getting some texture on this now is good.
Coming to you every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't forget to like,
it's
share,
almost
He
like
pours beer in this pot. I'm gonna...
It's almost like I don't give a shit about any of that. It's almost like I don't give a flying fuck about any of that.
Be so
As
sad.
about 80 to 70%
Don't pour liquid into this.
of you are not subscribed, and also don't forget to click that
No,
bell
no.
notification so you know
Don't do that.
anytime I go live.
You can see it. You can
All right,
see it
let's
starting
get
to
into this.
render out some fat.
This is
It's on.
a Chipotle
Chipotle. Just look at how it's spelled, please. All Caucasians, just take the time. Chipotle. You don't even have to say. You say it flat as
no.
shit. Chipotle. Put a little long Midwestern into it. Chipotle. I don't know if that was working. Chipotle. Don't say it. Just come on. Try.
No, I'm a white conqueror, and they will say it as I wish them to say it. Chipotle. I am the white man. I rule over all. You shall say it the way I wish you to say it.
Try your best.
Chorizo shell. What we have here is 5 links.
People used to do that at McDonald's when I worked there. They had a Chipotle barbecue sauce when I was like in high school or whatever when I had that job, and people would fuck all white people.
It's Chipotle, and I'm sorry that you're ashamed for being white, but, well, you can go kill yourself and do us all a favor.
People would just mispronounce it all the time. It's crazy. Shat polite. That's true.
Chorizo sausage that
It's
I have
French.
removed
Chipotle.
from the casing.
This
As
is
you can
riveting
see here, we
footage.
got,
The
some
fucking
beef
music
oil
is
coming
crazy.
out. And then we just want to chop this up and cook this up until it's done. It won't take long, especially if you the pot's covered. About, I don't know, 5.
Oh god damn it! He did the thing that you shouldn't do. All right. I mean, it's not like the end of the world here, but he does this with like everything he's trying to brown.
When I'm trying to brown it, I eventually have to move it, do I not? You stupid fuck. This is, again, this is just more proof that Jake just left actual cooking because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he knew I called him out on it. But unlike me, Jake's a little bitch that can't actually handle criticism.
It sticks to the bottom, and when it's stuck to the bottom, it's cooking. So he has to peel it up, and then of course it leaves behind this shit, and that's gonna happen over and over. And then instead of anything getting brown, it's gonna get gray.
Yeah, except I'm gonna deglaze the fucking thing.
Because this is the part that's browning, and by the time it is brown, it has nowhere to go because it's not gonna like adhere back to the thing it's on. It's gonna stick to the bottom of the pan, and now it's just gonna blacken. Assuming it cooks it for long enough. You know, this is gonna happen to some degree no matter what you do, which is called fond usually. But when you do it so early, it's like binding at first when it starts to.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know what fond was if it bit you in the ass because you made fun of me for adding wine to literally a pot of fond. So, yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dickhead. Or again, I welcome the reactivation of actual cooking. Come on. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me I'm a piece of shit. Show me I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you won't. Because 1, you suck. And 2, well, you suck.
Get hot, it like binds to the bottom, and then as it cooks more, it'll like release, and then you flip your shit. What you can do in the situation, what you ought to do is when you put it in for the first time, just press it and smush it into the bottom. Don't move it horizontally around the pot bottom. Just smush it, kind of like searing a smash burger onto the bottom, and then you're gonna let that just sit for a while until you like. Just really let it sit.
Advice
and you'll know when you flip it because you'll see brown on the edges and stuff. Because just let it fry on that one side. Because it's gonna be covered in like liquid and stuff, so you're gonna lose a lot of that later on. So anything you get now is just fucking awesome. And then the bottom of this, it'll peel off just fine, and it'll incorporate in your sauce later, way better. You're welcome. For anyone that's listening, which is definitely not Dave, because he doesn't need to. He never needs to. No lessons for him.
You're right. I
6 minutes.
This, by the way, is not an argument. It is a lesson in how to cook.
But because I want to make fun of you.
So
Not an
yeah,
argument.
just chop it up
Idiot.
as you
You're
keep
an
cooking.
absolute fucking moron.
And all right, let's move on to the next step.
Wow. So my assumption is he just skipped right to tomato sauce into the bottom here, which is just a goddamn shame. So usually the reason you render out sausage and stuff, not only to brown it and cook it and make it good for later, but that fat that you get rendered out from it.
And yet I bring this up. Are you just critiquing my cooking video making abilities, which again you haven't done for over a year, and you sucked at as well? Or are you just... Actually, I don't even know what. Are you just being a little bitch here?
As it, just like chemically separates from the meat. In melts, you're going to... Thank you, Stadman, for 32 months. This is going to be beige, isn't it? Oh, fuck, you're right. It's trending beige. You want aromatics and stuff, and this is a great time because, like, that fat tastes really good. Like, it's sausage fat.
I hope you have a
Thrace Fulton, thank you. For the tier 3, goddamn, nice, big, thick one. The perfect time for aromatics.
Wait, whoa. What the hell is a big thigwa? What is that you? Struggling with a load of cum in your mouth? What the hell is big thigwa?
And you're doing chipotle trees. I expected chilies and like onions and garlic and stuff in this. So your aromatic phase goes here with your vegetables before you put the tomato sauce in. Get those going. That'll continue to flavor the fat. And then you want to put probably some tomato paste down and get that going. Conversely,
and maybe you actually, for the first time in your life, want to make your wife Sarah's pussy wet. I mean, there's a reason she keeps coming back to me, Jake.
I thought I guess he's doing a pasta thing. I thought he was going to do because he called it shells, so I imagined like a Velveeta shells thing. I thought he was going to make a roux, and so in that, at the bottom, you can make a roux out of that.
If I was making a mac and cheese, then yes, I might have made a roux. But I'm not making that. Now, you would know that if you knew the first fucking thing about cooking!
So add flour to that mixture, and then add liquid. It can even be pureed tomato if that's how you want to.
Again, if I was making a mac and cheese or a mac and shells, I would have done a roux already. But I'm not.
Roll, which would be more of like a soup vibe. That's okay.
Kind of like when your wife suggested something weird in your sex life, but it didn't involve you getting violated by a better man, you flipped the fuck out.
But it would gravify this and thicken it. That's okay. You could do that. But, if you do like milk and then mount it with cheese after it comes to a boil, then, you've got shells and cheese. So.
Wait, no! Even if I was making shells and cheese, you don't want to bring the milk up to the boil because it separates, and all that lactic acid and protein structure that you fucking need for the cheese melt is gone. You never bring the milk to the boil. Not on a mac and cheese thing. Maybe on some alcoholic beverage you do. But not on mac and cheese.
I don't know. It's always just disjointed. He's just going to put wet shells into this and call it good.
Okay, I've deglazed our pot.
Like the chipotle is needed to go down.
And once again, yes, I do. Because my shit's better than yours. And you've already proved you don't know what you don't know the first fucking thing about cooking. And you proved this not once but twice in this live stream. Mr. Boil the milk before a mac and cheese.
And I've added 3 15-ounce
He's
cans
just gonna add the
of
canned
tomato
stuff
sauce
to the
and 1 15-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes.
And so
If you
when you do it like this, you get way less
can't
flavor out
find
of
the
it.
crushed tomatoes in the 15-ounce variety, either do 28 tomato sauce, 28 crushed.
Instead of like blooming in the fat, it starts to just disperse into the water that's the water content of.
You are literally the one who said boil the fucking milk. Don't give me any more fucking cooking. I'll kick your ass at a blind taste test any day of the week. Don't give me this shit.
The soup, and so like you definitely can like a stock get flavor out of it, but like stocks, unless they're like a fucking demi-glace, they're not really like super flavorful usually. It's like a background flavor that you put other stuff in it.
You are literally the one who said boil the fucking milk. Without understanding what that would do. Give me a break. You're a joke. And I think all right, we got time for one more video. And just because I want to keep being angry. Oh, I suppose I should set it from... I suppose I should set it to a vote. Oh, damn it all to hell. Great. Now I gotta pee, and I gotta shut this goddamn cocksucking fucking thing off. Come on, you fucking whore. All right. Okay. Let's do a poll. Turkey versus sandwich whore. Start the poll. God, I gotta piss. All right, looks like turkey one. And this will most likely be the last video.
Cook this beautiful bird. Let's get to cooking. Before I smoke this bird, it's going to take a brine bath. Brining helps the meat hold on to the moisture and pulls flavor deep inside. It's one step that I never skip. The easiest setup I found is just a big meat bag set inside some kind of a clean bucket. I start with a completely thawed turkey and drop it in. Then I mix 1 bottle of my bird brine with a gallon of water, pour it right over the top, and add more water until the bird's fully submerged. Tie up the top of the bag so it holds the turkey down in the brine and get it in the fridge for at least 24 hours. This is how you get flavor in a bird. Big old bird, a lot of juice. A smart man would do this in the sink, but y'all know I ain't that smart. But it worked. You just want to let it drain as much as possible. I like to grab some paper towels and just towel that dude off. But you want to get as much of the moisture off as possible because we want a crispy, flavorful skin. And if it's too wet, it won't get that away on the smoker. Look, I haven't even got a flapper. What happened to him? He had a rough life. Since we ain't got but 1 flapper on the other side, can we cut him off here? You see this little thermometer that pops up? Take that out and throw it away. It don't do anything. In the cavity,
I will say that fucking thermometer that's in every turkey, take that fucking shit out. Spend fucking $10 and get yourself a goddamn meat thermometer.
always builds up a lot of moisture. So I'll take a handful of paper towel and just stick up in here and let it absorb it. Make sure you get all the paper towel out. You don't want those in there. Now, I don't put my stuff in inside the bird. I cook dressing on the side, but I do want to get some mass in that cavity. It's a great time to use some
onions and lemons. That's what I do with my bird. I cook my stuffing on the stovetop too.
Aromatics, some things are going to cook down. They're going to release some of their natural juices and flavor this bird from the inside. So things like big quarters of onion, celery, garlic cloves. I just halved a big head of garlic there. We're going to cram all that in there. It's going to add more mass to your turkey, make it cook even, but you're also going to get some advantage from some of the flavors in these ingredients. Now, the important part is we got to close these legs up to hold all that in. So what I do is I'll just grab some butcher twine and we're going to cross them and we're going to tie them up. We don't have no flappers to tuck behind us. So I just took a long piece of butcher twine, got it around those wings just to give me some leverage to hold it together. And I'm just going to tie it right back here underneath the breast. If it's all spread out, those wings are going to overcook, and you don't want that. We want it all to cook about the same rate. Now, this step is completely optional because we did brine this bird for 24 hours. But if you want one to really taste good, I hit it with an injection too. And this is a simple injection that I make up. So I've got 1 stick of melted butter and I'm pouring in 1 can of chicken broth. Then we need a little seasoning in it, and I'm just gonna add some of my king crawl. Same seasoning we're gonna put on the outside for those Cajun flavors, we're gonna put on the inside for the injection. So I got one of these old cheap Cajun injectors that come with some marinade I bought years ago. The goal here is to spread this injection out through the bird. So we wanna hit the legs, we wanna hit the thighs, then we wanna hit the breast, and if you got some left, go ahead and shoot those wings up. Now I'm just gonna take a paper towel, we're gonna re-dry that skin. You're gonna see me doing this a lot when I'm cooking turkeys, because I want the skin as dry as I can get it so it can get perfectly crispy. So now I'm just gonna take the turkey and gently flip it over. We're going to mess that breast side up a minute, but I want to season that back side. So we're going to dry them off right there. Once we take the moisture off, we want to put fat on it. That's what's going to make that skin brown. That's what's going to make it crispy. But I'm just taking cooking spray. We're just going to spray paint the skin, y'all. You could.
Why are you using butter? That's what I would have used, but
Use oil if you
do.
I'd avoid butter. Butter doesn't seem to do too well. It gets too thick and it makes it splotchy. The only thing I'm putting on this Cajun turkey, y'all, is my king crawl. This is what's going to give us that flavor. It's going to give it.
You know what? Maybe I'll try it. I haven't thought about that before, but maybe I'll try it.
It's that spicy pop a little bit. It's not too hot, but it's got a ton of herbs in it. And it's going to make a really, really great tasting bird. I like to put it on one of these little half racks, a little half pan. I call them chicken racks because I can set this bird on it, taking him to and from the pits easy. Also, I can rotate him around real easy. But what I do is I spray it with a little cooking spray. I flip it over so the little feet are sticking up. They don't get caught on my rack. We're just going to hit it with a little light spray. And I'm just gonna take this bird and we're gonna carefully flip him over. Now I'm just gonna dry that skin off one last time, y'all. Break our cooking spray out, get those legs, get those thighs, get that breast. Once again, we're hitting them with that Cajun season. If you got a favorite Cajun season, hey, it's good on turkey, I bet. This is my personal favorite. Now this bird is ready for the smoke, y'all. Let's throw it on the pit. I got my Outlaw pit fired up, running about 275. We're gonna set this turkey kind of in the middle back there, breast facing at me so I can look at it. We're gonna let this dude smoke. Close the lid. We'll come back and check on him in just a little bit. So after that bird's been on a couple hours, it's time to start thinking about internal temperature. That's the most important thing. We're starting to get that color where I want it. I don't want it to get too dark, so this is where I start thinking about covering it with a little aluminum foil. But what I want to do is I want to go in the thickest part of this breast with my probe. It's only about 115 degrees. I want it to go to about 160. We got a while to go, but we don't want it to get too dark. So all I'm gonna do is hit it up with a little more cooking spray just to keep that skin nice. And then I'm gonna take some aluminum foil and I'm just gonna tin it. We're not wrapping it up tight. We're just covering it up. This is gonna help it still cook, but it's gonna keep it from getting too dark on us. Just loosely put it around it. Now we can close the lid and keep cooking to temp. So y'all, the dot is alarming. It's telling me we're hit 161. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. That's where I wanted this bird to get. So let's see what this smoked Cajun turkey looks like. Unveiling the bird. There it is.
And
Cajun.
looks fucking wonderful. All right. Well, I guess it's where this live stream ends. Good night, everybody. I also have to cook lasagna.